We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets so they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Darnold now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
And this will be a touchdown. Touchback is at Sales over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's caught. Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
7:34.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Hey, let's go. I got you. I got you. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Okay, double up.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets will extend their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Wide, get wide. Check. Lucky.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 21-0 our score after 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
This is Grant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Grant, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. On first down, Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. White.
Throwing again. Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They will run with Grant. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, wahoo!
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It's fielded at the 45. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Watch 54. Come on. You better bring it. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Okay, 54, right there, right there.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Carr completes it, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Carr. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Go. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 618.
To throw again. Carr. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
We play to win. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Ready? Hey, high 7.
Now it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run him. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Hey, Delta.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Bell. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tony Pollard, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets will extend their lead.
heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go. Here we go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
On 2nd and 2, Darnold. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Bring it. Bring it. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Under 10.
Well, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready? Watch the pass.
Spud.
Check 24. Check 24.
Here's Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Give me something. Give me something.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
54, Mike. Let's go, let's 694. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's got this down to the 35. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Express.
Carr now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Mike 57. Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
Now Carr again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Jets 42, Raiders 16.
Following the touchdown, McCray set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Odell Beckham. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 57. Mike 57. Go. 57 to Butler.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015...
And all the way in! Touchdown, New York! Tony Pollard, 84 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, Grant. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down. Carr, he's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Hey, 734.
Hey, orbit. Check, watch 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Push him back.
Express.
I got it.
One, Raider 1.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's got Smith here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. McCrane on for the extra point.
Matthew McCrane on for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but Very little reason to use him at this point. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
65.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing.